It has been 30 years since the first Predator came out, and I've been collecting the Predator series for 6 years now. During these years, Adidas has done various experiments on Predators as if they were lab rats, but I'm really glad that they didn't go all crazy this time and finally were able to find their original identity again. I want to mention that according to the text on the box, Footy Headlines, and Unisport, this colorway seems to be a limited edition that will only be sold in small numbers. There are many details on the boot that commemorate its 30-year anniversary, like the EST 1994 that is written on the top of the tongue, the Generation Pred on the bottom of the tongue, and the 30 on the heels. The upper consists of Hybrid Touch 2.0, which is a slightly improved version of the Hybrid Touch from the previous model. It feels very soft and pliable right out of the box, and the textured upper is equipped with rubber elements that are placed inside of the boot, and the strike skin logo can be found next to the rubber elements. The laceless LL model has about 3 more rubber elements than the laced 0.1 model. The rubber elements themselves are not very hard but provide decent grip. As always, I tested out the grip by rubbing them against the ball, and I gotta say that the grip of the new Elite version is very good and makes me want to try them out ASAP. I would say among the current Adidas boots, the Edge has the best grip, followed by the new Predator, then the Freak, and lastly the accuracy. There are no rubber elements on the outer side, and the black Adidas logo has a slight grip, but it's more of a design feature than a functional feature. The heel cushion is decent, and these small black dots are not holes, but are coated with a slightly grippy material. The same grippy material is also applied to the insole and will probably improve the traction a bit. A part of the tongue is cushioned and reduces the pressure on the foot. The internal lining is made from a super soft microfiber material without any cushioning. This microfiber material is just as soft as the previous model and helps a lot with the fit in my opinion. The outsole has changed to the new Control Frame 2.0 outsole and consists of 11 boomerang shaped studs. It is very flexible in the front and firm in the middle. Since this is an FG model, the studs are 1.5 cm long, so they are not suitable for playing on any type of artificial grass field. So it'd be better to wait for the release of the AG or TF model if you want to play on artificial grass. The boots gave good stability when I tried them on, which makes it a good outsole for natural grass. US size 8.5 or 265mm of the laceless version weighs 189.1 gram, while the lace version weighs 202.5 grams. This makes the laceless version almost as lightweight as a speed boot, and it really does feel very light on feet. I'm gonna be able to talk about the feet of the boots in more detail once I try them on during the few games, but for now I can say that they seem to be the best fitting Predators that Adidas has released for several years. The Hybrid Touch 2.0 upper is softer than the previous model, and it doesn't have this unpleasurable pressure points when I bend them. This provides a more uniform fit, like as if the boot and my foot became one, which feels great. The inner cushioning of the previous model's upper was very thick, so it felt kind of comfy but suffocating at the same time, whereas the new upper has no cushioning whatsoever and only kept the soft microfiber lining, which feels much more pleasant. When I compare the fit of the Elite with the Edge, the difference is like night and day, and when I compare the Predator Elite and Freak, they're both very comfortable for artificial leather boots, but the Predator Freak doesn't give me that uniform feeling between the foot and the upper because the knitted upper is very tight on the top of the feet, whereas the tightness of the upper and the prime knit of the new Predator Elite is similar to each other, which gives me a more uniform feeling. And I'm very surprised that a boot with texturing on the upper can have such a comfortable fit. My feet measure 260mm long and 97 to 98mm wide, and I wear Predator Elite as my usual size US 8.5 or 265mm. The length is perfect that they're about 1/4 to half of my thumb left, and the width is a little bit narrower than that of the old Accuracy. They were a little tight on my wider left foot right out of the box, but the boot adapted to my feet within the first 10 minutes, and I haven't felt any discomfort after that. I also tried out US size 9 or 270mm in store, and I had a hard time deciding between the two sizes. They ran a little long with half to 3/4 of my thumbnail left, and the width was comfortable from the beginning, but I decided to go with my usual size that matched my length better, and I'm happy with my choice. If you have wide feet, however, I recommend you to just go with your usual Adidas size instead of buying the one that matches your foot length. If the top of your feet is quite tall, I'd recommend you go with the 0.1 model with laces, which allows you to adjust the tightness. The 0.1 model gives much better stability on top of the feet that I was seriously considering keeping the lace version this time, even though I've been collecting the laceless Predators. I talked about the lab rats in the beginning, but in reality, the Predator series have always been innovative products that break the conventional boundaries of conventional football boots. They have crossed the line a few times like with the Edge, but they always challenged themselves to try something new, and I always supported that. The new Predator Elite combines the classic feeling of the old Predators with a modern touch and provide a great fit on top of that. So it was really enjoyable to try out the new Predator Elite, and I will make sure to share my review of the AG and Turf models as soon as they come out.